And to details. Egypt addressed on Wednesday the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, which is examining the legality of Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories. Yasmin Moussa, the Foreign Ministry's legal advisor, said that Palestinians were facing a collective punishment over the past 75 years and that the Israeli occupation had violated international law and UN resolutions. The details.
Egypt addressed on Wednesday the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, which is examining the legality of Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories. Yasmin Moussa, the Foreign Ministry's legal advisor, said Palestinians were facing a collective punishment over the past 75 years. She noted that the Israeli occupation prevented the path of humanitarian aid to Gaza continuously. Moussa also said Israeli occupation for Palestinians is the longest occupation over the modern history. She charged that the Israeli occupation has violated international law and UN resolutions, adding that it seeks expanding settlements and forcing displacement of Palestinians. The Foreign Ministry's legal advisor further accused Israel of committing brutal genocide against Palestinian people. Moussa said that depriving the Palestinians' rights to live on their territories is considered a war crime. Colombia, Comoros, Cuba, the United Arab Emirates, the United States, Russia, France, Gambia, Guyana, and Hungary also present arguments in proceedings at the ICJ on Wednesday. More than 50 states will present arguments until February 26. On Monday, the Palestinian representatives asked the judges to declare Israel's occupation of their territory illegal and said its opinion could help reach a two-state solution. Up to 10 states, including South Africa, were overwhelmingly critical of Israel's conduct in the occupied territories, with many urging the court to declare the occupation illegal. Israel, which is not taking part, said in written comments that the court's involvement could be harmful to achieving a negotiated settlement. The UN Highest Court was asked in 2022 by the UN General Assembly to issue a non-binding opinion on the legal consequences of the occupation.
The United States said on Wednesday the World Court should not order the unconditional withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Palestinian territories as it considers a request for its opinion on the legality of the occupation. The details.
The United States told the UN's top court on Wednesday that Israel shouldn't be legally forced to withdraw from occupied Palestinian territories without security guarantees. Legal advisor at the U.S. State Department, Richard Visick, said any movement towards Israel withdrawal from the West Bank and Gaza requires consideration of Israel's very real security needs. After the U.S. statement, Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki said he had expected much more and hadn't heard anything new. The Palestinian top diplomat said Palestinians have tried other fora for the last 75 years and confronted the U.S. veto and hegemony over decision-making processes within the UN system. The International Court of Justice is holding a week of hearings after a request from the United Nations, with an unprecedented 52 countries giving their views on Israel's occupation. The hearings began on Monday with 3 hours of testimony from Palestinian officials who accused the Israeli occupiers of running a system of colonialism and apartheid. Most speakers have demanded that Israel end its occupation, which came after a 6-day Arab-Israeli war in 1967, but Washington came. Al-Maliki had urged the judges to call for an end to the occupation immediately, totally and unconditionally. South Africa's ambassador to the Netherlands told the court that Israel's policies were more extreme than the apartheid Black South Africans suffered before 1994. The court will probably deliver its opinion before the end of the year, but it is not binding on anyone. Israel is not taking part in the oral hearings, but submitted a written contribution in which it described the questions the court had been asked as prejudicial and tendentious.